Hey, it's Maz Lamar, and I'm going to be doing a quick patch notes review. I'm only going to go over the big changes, okay? Not going to go over any small stuff. Start of run. This one's probably the biggest change they made this whole update. Now, instead of starting with the starting item that's silver, now each run, everybody is going to be given 2 kits of a combination of weapons or like items and skills. And the both kits are going to be roughly of equal value. Dually, we're going to choose of 1 or 2 cores and then choose 2 kits as well, but they'll be weaker than the other heroes because he does get that core. This is going to be crazy switch up. I'm glad they're doing it. Just to see what happens. This seems cool. The next one, this one's kind of small. Monster, but it's kind of big as well. Monster Gold. Instead of it depending on the day you're on, it's going to depend on its rarity. So Bronze Monsters 2, Legendary 6. So now it's just that, make sure to pay attention to that color border. This is crazy. Obsidian enchantment. Now instead of just healing for the damage it did, just like the restorative enchantment, now it can make a weapon do more damage, or if it's already a weapon, if it's already a weapon, buff its damage, but if it's not a weapon, make it a weapon. That seems crazy. So like, how much damage is it gonna get? Like, it could also mean like a crazy build now because it's gonna up the damage or something. It seems crazy. Like you can enchant the crow's nest with obsidian and then have it be your only weapon, and then it would still have lifesteal. Crazy. Crazy. Tragic. B1 and B2 encounter redesigned. It used to just give you 2 upgrades guaranteed. Now it's one choice. For free, upgrade your leftmost bronze item, or for 8 gold, upgrade all your bronze items. Still pretty cool though. I mean, get that bronze item up that you've been sitting around, or get all your bronze items if you have multiple. Also, you could stack up some like loot items or something, or bronze items just to like make this more worth it when you sell them. I don't know. Stadia encounter. Oh no, the selling thing wouldn't make sense because you're paying 8 gold. But Stadia encounter, Fate's Crossroad now offers a random enchantment. So when you die, you're about to lose, you get 3 options. One of them is the random enchantment. Now, that enchantment is going to have another option of the artist giving the random enchantment. Really good, because so many times it's like you're doing terrible. You need that good enchantment to make your build good, and then it gives you fucking slow. And it's like, I really didn't need slow. And yeah. So this is really good. This is really good. A bunch of these encounters got changed. So look at this. Study is not going to be available on day 1 anymore. Okay. A strange mushroom encounter. It's not going to give you experience anymore. So when you can choose to either sell it for 3 gold or trade it to get a neutral item. All right. Now it doesn't really seem like it'd be picked, to be honest. Lost Crate. Now it's going to be a silver tier encounter. Redesign. Open it, get a silver tier upgrade hammer, which upgrades a bronze item to silver. Or return it and get a bronze skill. So this doesn't give you XP anymore. Jungle Ruins. Either enjoy the scenery, gain 3 regen, grab the loot, get 2 bronze tier loot items, or plunder the treasure. For Vanessa, you can get a silver tier small item. And also, Jungle Ruins is now available day 1. So this doesn't give you experience either. And the plunder for treasure, Vanessa getting a silver tier item, small item on day 1. That seems actually pretty good. 2 bronze tier items, not bad. Does this mean no income for the pig? I don't know. And then, yeah, with these XP changes, that's gonna make it so where now the game's better because you don't have to pick XP over going to shops trying to find items for your build. I just feel like that's more fun than getting XP. So I think this is really good. Tiny furry creature. Pet it, gain 25 max health. Scare it, get a silver tier loot item. Available on day 1 and 2. Kind of silver tier loot item. Okay, it's better than 25 max health, but I think I got a prediction about this. Because of what they've talked about in the past when developing the game, about having a creature do something later on. Like if you make a decision, it affects something that happens later on in the run. like that if you pet it, something good will happen later, and if you scare it, it'll try to fight you later. So it'll be like a monster fight. So both good. Also, I forgot to say that now with these redesigned events, now you're not going to be able to level up on day one. So day one's going to be a lot more interesting too, because it was really just like one merchant most of the time because you go a level up, so you already lost two of your options. So really, really, really good changes there. Catfish. Now we're on to Vanessa items. Vanessa, her poison build got buffed. Catfish reduced cooldown by 2. So that's really big. 4 instead of 6. And the poison just got dropped by 1. This item, I'm really glad it got buffed. It kind of felt like it was in the way sometimes because of how slow it was. Pufferfish, poison got buffed by 2. Now this is really big on Vanessa. Rifle now works with the bayonet. Okay? So instead of reload 1 ammo if it's your only weapon, now it's going to reload 1 ammo if it's your only weapon with a cooldown. So the bayonet's going to work with it. The probis is going to work with it. Still, if you have that bayonet, it's not going to work with the crow's nest's passive lifesteal effect, but it'll still be really good. That's really nice. Balcony got nerfed by half for the cooldown reduction. Now we're on pig items. Really glad to see that Fixer Upper get nerfed. Anything about the Fixer Upper build get nerfed, because I feel like this patch was the worst patch of all time because of that Fixer Upper build. I hated it. Cargo shorts now, instead of just like being a random thing for where you can get spare change in gumballs, it's an actual item. 8-second cooldown, and you shield based on how many small items you have, including your stash. So it's like the Junkyard Lance. And if you have an apparel item, its cooldowns is half. So okay, now you can get some shield and some damage when the Junkyard Lance build. Crystal Bonsai. This is really cool. Now it starts at silver, and it gains more value when you win. But when you lose, instead of it losing its value, now it gets completely destroyed. I really like that idea. So now it's stronger, but it could get completely destroyed. I like that. Deed redesign. Love this redesign. At the start of each day, your properties gain value, and this item is equal to the highest value property. That makes sense, right? It's a deed to a property. It's worth the same as the property. That's just genius. I like it. Dragon's Tooth, when it's golden, now gets the buff for free. If you ever get lucky enough to get that, that's nice. Fixer Upper, love this change. Every 50 gold you spend, upgrade this instead of at the start of each day. Great change. I mean, how are you just going to get a Fixer Upper and fix it in 4 days, 3 days? That's just unrealistic. It's so unrealistic. You have to spend time. You got to spend energy. 50 gold to upgrade it. That just makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense. Slingshot. Now it does way more damage, but its max ammo effect for every small item, it just got changed to all the toys you have. So now this is a toy only item, really. I think that's great. I didn't want to see a toy build come out there. Get out there. That'd be cool. With the model ship, slingshot, marbles, beach ball. Like that just seems fun. Stained glass window. When you win a fight with stained glass window, your properties gain value. They just buff the value they gain, but now instead of losing value when you lose, the stained glass window gets destroyed when you lose. Also, the cooldown being reduced, if you had 4 or fewer items, it just got buffed to 5 or fewer items. That's pretty big difference. It's like kind of hard to get 4, but 5 is very easy to do. Skyscraper. Cooldown to 7 seconds. Nerfed by 1 second. And then, but the 5 or fewer items instead of 4 or fewer items got buffed in that way. Big dually changes here. Arc Blaster no longer charges on itself. Okay, Atomic Clock back to 1 second. Don't know why they had to nerf this before, but they realized it should be 1 second. That's good. Balloon Bot. When you use a weapon, this gains damage for the fight instead of when you use a weapon to the right of this. Buffed it massively. Love that change. Crane. They fixed the overflow issue, so now if you buffed it super high, it should work. They're hoping. Fiber optics got re-enabled back into the game after there was a bug that made it be removed. Force fields only going to be silver tier now. Isochronic freezer. This is interesting. You freeze an item with a cooldown of 4 seconds or less instead of a small item now. So I like that kind of thing. That just makes it more interesting. I'll actually pick it up now. Maybe I think I'll actually use it now. I will for sure use it now. Pulse rifle, the multicast 3 rifle thing. That cooldown got reduced. I mean, increased by 1 second. Glad that happened. Railgun nerfed. Does more damage, but with 100 more damage, it's not gonna make up for the losing one multicast he gets lost. So, um, I mean, I still think it's viable though. So that's nice. Other item updates. All right, so these are like the neutral items. That item, well, it's not really neutral. So Mac, these are Mac items. Yeah, Mac item that reloaded his potions that was large. It's kind of like the port, but for Mac. Now it acts even more like the port. Now when it reloads the potion, it's gonna charge him, and at the start of the day, you get a small potion item from any hero. Okay, no longer poisons too. It just burns. Also, Black Ice got changed from poisoning and then getting charged off of freeze. Now it freezes, and when you freeze, poison. So it's still like still a freeze poison build, but it's reversed kind of in a way. And also the cooldown got increased by 2 seconds. Okay. Bottle Lightning has crit, Cauldron, redesign. It's still, I don't know if it's good now. I don't really think so, but I think it's a lot cooler now. Burn or poison equal to the how many unique types you have. That makes sense because it's a lot of things in a Cauldron. Makes a lot more sense than just burning and poisoning for like barely anything. Crusher Claw, Shielded Crusher Claw no longer loops infinitely. I like that. Well, I mean, I didn't know it was doing that, so that's nice that it's not doing that anymore. Duct tape, it's now not a dually item, and now it starts at silver tier. Basically, the stats are the same. That's interesting that they removed it for dually. Interesting. Earrings, gain the apparel type, now charges when you haste in addition to slow. Energy potion just got nerfed by half the duration. Pretty big. Frost potion gets buffed double the duration. Okay. Also, it's at bronze, so it goes up to 4 now at diamond instead of 3. Pretty nice. Glad they did that. Ritual dagger redesigned. Now the cooldown is only at gold, so 8 to 6 seconds when you upgrade it to diamond. Deals 2 damage, and you get regeneration for equal to this item's damage. When you hit, I think, when you hit, you gain the regen equal to its damage. Could be really good in a build where you're increasing the damage of your items. Rocket boots, now it doesn't matter if it's diamond rocket boots or a bronze rocket boots. It's going to increase the leftmost haste duration by 1. Okay, I guess. Rocket boots were kind of strong, really strong. It's still good too with this. They changed the runic items. So runic double bow, it kind of sucks. I mean, it got buffed at bronze and silver, but it's nerfed at diamond. So instead of doing 80 damage, it's doing 50. But what I feel like they don't realize is that the where you sacrifice health for power, and you sacrifice 30% of your health for a diamond runic double bow that used to do 100 damage. They nerfed it to an 80 damage, and now with this patch it's doing a 50 damage. 30% of your life is just not worth it for this item. It's just not worth it anymore. So that's kind of sad. I don't know why they did that. It really wasn't worth it before, but maybe it could have been in some circumstances. Okay, runic great axe now starts at silver tier. Deal up to 160 damage. So they buffed the damage by a lot, and now your lifesteal weapons have double damage instead of getting the thing. I thought this item was absolute garbage, and then they nerfed it. It was like, what? But now all lifesteal weapons do double damage. If you have something with lifesteal like that, if you have that skill, your leftmost weapon has lifesteal. That's like crazy. Because then it's like, this is going to make it do double damage. It's kind of crazy. I really like that. Sapphire, now Freeze is just a small item, but it's reduced its cooldown to 5 seconds from 8 seconds. Okay. Upgrade hammer. There's that change. You used to only see it at diamond. It would upgrade the leftmost item. Now it can be gold, silver, and basically it just upgrades a item to that tier. So gold can upgrade something silver or lower 1. Silver can upgrade something bronze. Diamond can upgrade anything. Weather machine just got buffed. It's by 2 seconds. Now its cooldown's 4. That's good because it's kind of slow. And Eagle Talisman, Medkit, Sharpening Stone, Cinders, Extract, Gunpowder, Insect Wing, and Scrap. So all the loot items basically now support additional enchantments. So like they can be enchanted. Seems kind of cool, right? Like a shiny Insect Wing. Is that going to be double the duration? I don't know. That seems cool. Skill updates. Basically just a lot of them got to 5 for fewer items instead of 4. Looks like they're just doing that instead. Probably because 5 is a lot easier to get to, I guess. And then retool, that's really big, I feel like, for Vanessa people. Before this was when you use a tool, reload an item. Now it's reload all your items. That's insane. That's insane. Monster changes. Change the name of Hydro Dude to Prince Marianus. Hydro Dude is just fine. I like that name a lot. Property Baron. Nerfed in health for some reason. But then I guess because they give him these skills. A Diamond Trader skill and Diamond Combat Medic. Okay. Now he has more skills that are good to get, maybe. And like less likely to get that double property value skill. So it's kind of like a fixer-upper nerf as well. Hidden, kind of. Street Gamer is a new day 3 monster with a bronze skill small refresh when you use a small item heal. Okay. A Dragon is a new day 8 monster. Okay, I like this. Draconic Rage. Diamond skill. When you use a medium item, one of your burn items gains 10 burn for the fight. Sick. Sick. I saw that skill pop up for me once, but I wasn't running burn. And I was like, dang. This is so cool. Okay, Dragon's Heart. Legendary medium dragon item. 10-second cooldown. Double the burn of an item for the fight. When you burn or use a dragon item, charge this 2 seconds. It's just doubling your burns. It's doubling the burn of an item. That's crazy. 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 I like how it's like 10 seconds, so it benefits from like a lot of burn or dragon items. But the faster burn items probably don't have as much burn. So the double is not going to be as good. But if you have less with more burn. But this is still good. I like this. Dragon Wing. Medium dragon item. 6-second cooldown shield. When you burn, charge this. Alright, whatever. Yurdan. New day 9 monster. Relax, bro. Gold skill. When you slow, gain regen. So that was 2 skills that give you regen when you slow. Nargle. Medium item. 8-second cooldown. Slow 2 enemy items. And adjacent items have a crit chance. When you crit, charge this 1 second. Okay. Okay. Salt. Small food item. This was in the game, but they just didn't announce it. 2-second cooldown. Adjacent items gain crit chance. Okay. And that's it. Yeah, this is a good patch.